Hey you, it's me. And I've been watching Amber's latest video, and she's so worried about what other people think about her, and that they should only think of her as a person and not just as a morbidly obese fat person. What else do we have to go on? What else is there about Amber? She eats. She likes to eat things. She gets excited about food. And she loves trying new foods and new snacks. She puts together Legos. She writes, although she never shares anything, or very rarely. And what else does she do? Goes to bingo, and then has more food, or goes to the grocery store and shows us her food before she eats it. What else is there about Amberlynn Reid to look at, to appreciate, and to acknowledge? I've seen a lot of her. I've been watching her since like 2017. At least she used to be kind of funny. Her videos were interesting because there are other people in them. She's not interesting. I'm not dehumanizing her by saying you don't take care of yourself. You do nothing to better your health. So why are you surprised that you're sick? If I smoked for 20 years and got lung cancer, am I directly responsible for getting that lung cancer? Maybe not. But you know what I am responsible for? Putting myself at risk for lung cancer by smoking. Is it still sad? Of course it's sad. Amber being ill, that's sad. She's a young woman. I don't want to see her, expel at an early age. I don't want to see her go away permanently. But if you're not taking accountability for the harm that you do to yourself, how do people not blame you? You had cancer. You did nothing to change your life after you had your surgery. Nothing. You just seem to get more lazy and just sit around and do nothing. And sure, there's the occasional video where you show Twinkie and you show yourself cleaning a cupboard. But here's the thing that gets me. It takes you all day. You say in your videos, it's taking me hours and hours to do this. It's taking me all day to do this. So how are we to believe that you do anything else? Because you're not showing anything in your videos that you're able to do anything else. And is it your fault? Yes and no. Yes, it's your fault because you don't take your health seriously. But no, it's not your fault because you are handicapped because of your weight. Now, there are other YouTubers who do more things. Even freaking Chantal is doing more things. She went swimming. She walks around Kuwait. She traveled to Kuwait many times. She showed herself in Thailand. I mean, it's still a lot about eating food, but at least she's going places, doing things. Same with Glitter and Lasers. She has traveled around the world. And although I think a lot of her persona is fake, she's still in these places and she's still doing these things. She's still hiking, and she's still swimming in a sea, and she's still going to, like I said, all places around the world and experiencing different things. I mean, she actually does that. Amber talks a good game, but she never does anything. Amber is really the only YouTuber that I can think of that really just does nothing. She talks about her writing so much. Well, then do something with it. You've got all those books full of writing. Why don't you publish it? Why don't you do something with it? You just do nothing. You literally do nothing. You have so much time on your hands that you can type out something on the computer and then handwrite the same exact thing into a notebook. That's a lot of work. That would take hours. You do nothing. You do nothing except have a nasty attitude with other people. I still remember I'm trying to find my sympathy bone. I don't care. So why should we care about you? Why should we care about what you want us to think or say or do about you? We are only speaking for myself and I can't speak for other commentary YouTubers, but having watched many of them, we comment on what you say and what you do and who you are. And it's very rare that I hear any commentator talk about your weight except when they're talking about the health issues that you brought up. This is all you. You, Amber Lynn Reed, need to take responsibility for what you do and for what you haven't done. And what you haven't done is take care of yourself. You haven't taken care of yourself. Even having cancer, you still didn't change your outlook on life. You didn't eat any better. You didn't exercise more. You didn't get inpatient help so that you could be healthier, so that you can take the damn CT scan or whatever it is to see, if the cancer was gone. You just sat on your butt and did nothing about that. Nothing. Why should I have sympathy for you? I do, because a lot of times we do things that harm ourselves. We're just not paying attention. And then when true harm comes to us, it's upsetting. And it would be for anybody, because we never expect it to be ourselves. Amber never expected anything to happen to her. Now, it could be happening to her. Now, it could be her health is declining rapidly. Now, it could be too late to reverse it. Maybe it's not. But she had a second chance after cancer. And what did she do? Nothing. She got smug and she laughed about it. That's what she did. She did nothing to help herself. And that she needs to take responsibility for. It's not because you're fat. It's not because I'm blaming you because you're morbidly obese and you did it to yourself. What I'm telling you, Amber Lynn Reed, is that you did nothing, so nothing happened. And what happens next was your fault. What are you going to do about it now? Are you going to take responsibility for it now? Supposedly you're doing this whole Ozempic journey. Who knows if that's even true or not? Who knows anything you say is true or not? Who knows if this scare, quote unquote, is true or not? Because you lie so much. Reaction channels are reacting to what you say, to what you do, and to who you are. I'm quite ambivalent about the whole thing. I don't really care anymore. If she's sick, I'm sorry that she's sick. Did she do it to herself? Yes. Yes, she did. Because she took no steps to try to fix it. If you don't do anything to try and fix it, then you're doing it to yourself. Plain and simple. You can cry about that. You can get upset about that. You can be sad because you're morbidly obese. But you don't do anything about it. That's your fault. Getting cancer may or may not be your fault. Who knows? I mean, I'm sure you didn't eat and eat and eat thinking, oh, I'm going to get cancer, cool. I mean, nobody does that I know of. So you didn't expect it to happen, but it did. And then you did nothing, but you didn't expect anything to happen, and maybe it has. Whose fault is that? That's yours, because you didn't try. You didn't do anything. That's your channel. You do nothing. And then you get upset when people comment that you do nothing. Well, then maybe change that. Then maybe we'll care more. If you're sick and dying, I'm sorry. You still brought it on yourself because you never tried to not do it. I have an aunt who died of cancer. She had it 3 different times. The last time she lost the battle. And that's sad. And it's even more sad because she tried. She worked hard with her doctors, with nutritionists to make sure that she's eating healthy, that she's eating an anti-inflammatory diet, and supporting her body and her system the best that she could, and it didn't work. It worked for a while. She lived a lot longer than she could have, but sometimes you can fight and fight, and it's a losing battle. And unfortunately, at the end, she lost. But Amber, I can't feel the same way about you, because you didn't change your diet. You didn't go to a nutritionist. If you did, you didn't listen. You've done nothing. So you get what they say, you reap what you sow. You know, I still feel sorry for you, because it's kind of sad and pathetic that you did nothing and you thought that things would change. But, you know, what's going to happen? You pass away. Guess what? Find another channel to watch. You'll be a blip and then you'll be gone. And you did that to yourself, Amber. You did that to yourself. Maybe try and do something about it to actually change, to actually bring about a better character, a better person. Actually do something. That would be interesting. That I would watch. Because honestly, I don't watch you that much, you or Chantel. And Chantel at least has something once in a while interesting to watch, some content. I don't know. They both bore me so much. I'm sure they bore you too. But this health scare didn't draw me to you and didn't make me want to watch you. It's just like, oh, here we go again. Why are you doing this? And why are you mad at people who are pointing out that you did this to yourself? You didn't even try. Fucking try. Anyway, that's all I gotta say.